Okay, we survived week 1 of Comp2, and hopefully you aren't too frenzied over the way that started. I know some of you started out without textbooks, and we had some confusion over some textbooks and page numbers. Let me just kind of clear a few things up for you. There are 2 textbooks for this course. Every Comp2 at Northwest State uses these 2 textbooks. One is the Millennium Reader by Hirschberger, and the other one is the Little Brown Handbook by Aaron. In your syllabus, A is for any pages found in Aaron, H are for any pages found in Hirschberger. Aaron recently came out with an 8th edition of their textbook. The correct page numbers are found in the syllabus. Occasionally there's some course content items that haven't been updated yet. Sorry about that. If you run into a page number that's not making sense, double check it on the syllabus. I think you'll find the right one there. And in other news, we're starting something this week with a little bit more discussion board activity. And you started a discussion board last week with your reflection question, but this week I'm going to ask you to do something that may seem a little cumbersome to you, but I'm going to explain why. Okay, usually there's a reason why. When you do the discussion board activity this week, I'm going to ask you that you also, for course credit, copy and paste your responses to both your responses to the assignment and your responses to others, collate them, screenshot them, whatever, and give them to me as an assignment as well. So in order to tackle the task of 2-1 this week, I'm asking you that you not only do the discussion board, but then copy and paste all of your responses. If you do them at 2 different times, save the document. The reason I do it this way is the way that that Sakai does discussion board doesn't really give me a great way to speak to the grade book, or it does, but I don't like it. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. So if you help me out in this way, it ends up helping save some time, and I feel like I get a better idea of specifically your contribution. To clarify, when I'm asking you to do something for discussion board for credit, you don't get penalized for someone not responding to you. You only can control what you can control. I will say this, the earlier that you post a discussion board, the more likely you are to get responses. And if you know somebody in this class and they're the safe person to respond to, that's great, but try to mix it up a little bit. Try to respond to people who haven't responded already, okay? So respond early, respond to 2 classmates, make an initial response early, like I said, respond to your classmates and try to mix it up a little bit. Then copy that whole mess. You don't have to put it in a separate Word document. You can just throw it all into assignment 2-1. That's fine. What you're responding to, some of you are like, okay, that's great, talking all about discussion board, what are we doing? We are actually going through some kind of the groundwork stuff for having an online class, and I like you to read links, look at some links, and I just put them in the course content. If they are broken, try copy and pasting them. If they still don't work, let me know. But they are different items. There's some instructions in the course content about how many articles you read, but a lot of it's about taking a course online, and then there's one article by the same person who I grabbed the concept of the reflection questions being kind of in an argument stance. There's an article by him about writing for college. His name is Gerald Graff. He's a really famous professor dude, and I kind of like his approach. See what you think. You don't have to like him. That's just my take on him. I think he's valuable to our discussion, if nothing else. So you're going to be responding to articles this week. So if you don't have your textbook yet, you're actually kind of in luck, because everything we're doing this week is going to be in the classroom or on the internet. So you're going to read those articles, you're going to respond to them. The second assignment this week is your thesis worksheet, and that's loaded in the course content as well. And what I'm going to ask you to do for your thesis worksheet is to grab an idea either off the top of your head or from the articles you read, or maybe an idea that you spawned from doing the reflection activity last week. This is not going to go into a paper yet. We're practicing using a thesis engine. I've been told over and over again that thesis statements are the hardest thing in the whole wide world for students to write. I've been told that by students. Okay, maybe you're not one of them. In fact, this worksheet might feel really not right for you. Humor me just a moment and use it this time. If it works for you and you like it, go back to it. If it doesn't, You never have to use it again, but I might refer to it if I'm seeing something in your thesis that I don't like. This also is a way for me to show you exactly what I'm looking for in a thesis statement, and so you can kind of get the idea of it there. I'm a big fan of seeing if this course can help us to create solid arguments in less time. So if you struggle because you get there but it takes you a long time, I'm hoping to help you find some tools that create habits and routines for you that ultimately shorten your prep time for a paper or your writing time. Thought of that today because I was cleaning my house. We've been in this house about 6 years now, and I was just thinking about as I was cleaning that I have a definite routine. And there's a way I do things that makes it faster. When I first started cleaning this house, my house, our house, it took me longer because I'm like, oh, where did I put that? And like oh wait, I've got this extra bathroom that I never had before, and oh, I was like running all over the place. Do you ever do that? Maybe in a new grocery store, maybe that relates to you, or the first day of school, how long it takes you as a student when you were back in, if you're still in high school or back when you were in high school, how tedious that first day was. And then once you got in the routine, you could do it just in a snap, right? Especially you guys, you had like the 5-minute get ready routine down, right? My kiddos are amazing with that. I have all 3 boys, and they are fast in the morning. We've got it down. The first day of school is always rough. I always plan extra time. Hopefully by establishing routines like this thesis structure and how I'm prepping for a paper, hopefully those things will help you over time make your efforts sharper and make your product better. Save you time, better grade, stronger writing, better communication. That's an ideal. A girl can dream, right? So that's what we're doing today, this week. And if you have questions, shoot them at me, fire them away. You guys have been great about asking questions. Hopefully I'm getting back with you quickly enough. If you're not getting a response as quickly as you'd like, always use my Northwest State email because it goes right to my phone and I can't avoid it as much. In fact, it's dinging over here right now, so I got to go take care of it. You take care and have a great week, okay? Bye-bye.